top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that. I don't know. I faded in between. I wasn't really sure if I liked that one or not.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the Hillbillies era of Kendrick?
I it just overall looking at him bigging up his cousin, I fucked with that.
Okay,
You know what I mean? And then like it was cool to see that side of Kendrick in the in the aftermath of like To Pimp a Butterfly, Untitled and Unmastered.
True.
And then you just see like he's having fun.
Yeah.
He out there with his cousin. They talking about stuff that they just having fun, and you could just tell he going on tour. Like when I went to go see what
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers, and then Baby Keem came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, that shit hot, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't really fuck with Baby Keem like that. I mean, he had a couple of them, a couple joints for me, a couple Lucy packs.
Yeah.
That I was like, yeah, this is hot, but like I wasn't really like feeling him that much.
Yeah.
But just the idea that he was bigging up his cousin like that, I was like, yo, I fuck with that. Yeah.
What is it about the Negro? I mean, every other group that came as an immigrant somehow, not easily, but somehow got around it. Is it just the fact that Negroes are black?
White America must see that no other ethnic group has been a slave on American soil. That is one thing that other immigrant groups haven't had to face. The other thing is color became a stigma. American society made the Negro's color a stigma. America freed the slaves in 1863 through the Emancipation Proclamation of Abraham Lincoln, but gave the slaves no land or nothing in reality, and as a matter of fact, to get started on. At the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give.
What is it about?
I say, yo, Dom.
Powerful words from
Powerful words, man.
from brother Martin Luther King. Why people call him brother Martin Luther King?
People, I feel like the people that must have came from like a generational thing. Because like when you was in the streets with Brother Martin, like if you knew Martin when he was in the 40s, like 1940s, early 1950s, like he was 26.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So like that was his brother. He was Brother Martin.
That's true.
Yeah,
He's really a brother.
Some people knew him as Reverend when he
yeah.
was preaching at Ebenezer. And then, you know what I mean?
Ebenezer? Was he really preaching at Ebenezer?
Preaching at Ebenezer Baptist Church.
How you know that was a real black man back there? That's a real black man preaching at Ebenezer Baptist Church. Oh my God! I know church started at 11 and don't end till 11.
Oh yeah.
I know
church was all night long.
they in church all day when in Reverend Martin Luther King church.
Oh yeah, that was just like something historical. Like, you know what I mean? Once he started really getting clout, you know what I mean? Because they was on the radio with like the Sparky Signal getting clout. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
So like, if you really had an audience like that back then, come on, you're really Himothy.
I'll give it to him.
And he didn't care about none of that.
None of that.
He got his Coretta. She was a singer. Mm-hmm. He said, "Damn, she can sing." And
I done found me my love, found me my dome. Trying to do what that be like.
He saw what that was like. He had 4 kids with her, so he sure did.
What I say? Tell brother Martin, but hey, if you can't tell, this is the Martin Luther King special edition of the Special Close Talk podcast. You know,
because we was Kangs.
We was Kangs. That is without doubt my least favorite black saying.
Yeah.
We was kings.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate it so much. As soon as I hear niggas say we was kings, I get mad. I get angry. I hate we was kings.
Because you know it's about to be a boneless take about to come.
It's about to be a boneless ass nonsensical take that's about to come from you.
Motherfuckers was not studying Afrikaner studies at all, bro. They don't know what was going on.
But we was kings.
That's all they can say, bro.
I hate we was kings. Yeah. I say.
Look, we hate we was Kangs, but we love Dr. Kang.
For sure. Nah, we definitely do love Dr. Kang.
That's what, I wish we had an organ.
With a little praise break.
Yeah. Hey, man, but listen. How you feel when Dr. King just gets co-opted all the time?
Oh, no, I hate it.
Like, all they do is put out, I Have a Dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's that all?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all? It's like, he gets this like shroud of mythical Negro.
For sure,
You know
definitely,
what I mean?
definitely.
And it's like, but we're not going to talk about like him acknowledging 3 major evils, which was racism, poverty, and militarism.
Yeah.
I mean, and then how much he spoke for labor rights, the rights of people that all deserve, you know, life. You know what I mean? Like poor folk. He had central messages that were vehemently against the status quo. And it's just like, but I had a dream.
And I think that the people who claim, like, you know, like you'll see different things. Like I'll see different, you know, obviously that things that are just obviously not true. Like I'll see people like, Martin Luther King would have been against Martin Luther King would have been against this, would have been. You would have hated Martin Luther King when he was out. Martin Luther King was considered.
Matter of fact, your grandfather did.
Let's
talk about it.
They would have called him a social antichrist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, did.
No. They did call him the socialist antichrist.
Yeah.
Like, you would not have liked him.
They were talking about segregation now, segregation in the future, segregation forever.
Yeah, exactly.
They were having chants like that. They were like, it wasn't no way to act like these things didn't happen and that these people are still walking among us. Like,
exactly.
Trump is about to get into office. He was outside.
His parents were
while Martin Luther King.
Whoa.
He was outside while Dr. King was outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, all this is like our timeline. This is like, you know what I mean? And then like you see the attacks on education. It's going to be a generation of people that don't even know about this man.
Yeah. Or they only know about like the light fluffy version where nobody opposed him and he was trying fight so hard against these faceless, blobless people who nobody knows of that don't exist anymore. They just kind of faded away.
Slavery was a benefit to black folks,
you know,
like African Americans or however they want to label us in a textbook, right?
Yeah.
Where it's really pathetic because it's just like the more that generations just don't acknowledge the evils that white folks committed,
the more likely we are to fall exactly back into where we were.
Right, and we see it now. We see it now. Like we see it developing. You know what I mean? And like
regression of studies, regression of education, like you already spoke to, regression of knowledge of history based within factual evidence. You know what I'm saying? Not within like the I think it's this. No. Let's get into what actually happened. Let's look at the history books. Let's look at all of the surrounding context of these situations, and you'll see.
Yeah.
There's a lot more villains than heroes.
A lot more villains than heroes. But it's just, man, Martin Luther, just know that I feel like just watch the episode of the Boondocks when Martin Luther King came back. Mm-hmm. He was in a coma for all those years.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what he would say.
I don't know.
But it's possible it was close.
It's definitely possible. I mean, you do got to figure he's the man of that era.
Yeah.
So definitely some of the things we do now, he would not at all be with.
Oh yeah, it would be some churching going on. Yeah,
definitely,
sure.
But like I feel like the idea that they even like you said, like co-opting the bad stuff and the good, and not the good stuff, but the stuff that isn't too wild. Mm-hmm. It's all out of bounds, you know.
For sure.
Like he would champion DEI. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He would champion, you know, all these more progressive things, but to just act like, oh no, like everybody loved him during his time. No, he was hated.
Very hated.
You know?
And he went to jail 20 times. If that doesn't tell you how hated he was, I mean, how many times was he? He was harassed by J. Edgar Hoover. Wiretapped, part of the COINTELPRO scandal that happened under the Lyndon B. Johnson administration. Mm-hmm. You are being harassed by the federal government.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
this ain't
constantly
no
jailed,
local street game.
Constantly under threat of your life and your family's life.
Mm-hmm. Blew up his crib.
Think
about it. It's some people.
Activism is not easy. That just speaks to how much tenacity and drive for what he believed in.
How strong our leaders truly are and were. You know, because I mean, I know I just did
I went to jail once. Like, you know what I mean? I was
20
times.
20 times is crazy.
Back then?
Bro, come on.
Fuck.
What was a regular at the jailhouse? Off of fighting for the rights that me and you just take for granted.
Yeah, Martin Luther King III, he had said that he had went to school and like they called him they were calling his dad a jailbird, the kids. Mm-hmm. And he came back home crying, and then Coretta told him like the realities of what's going on, and that made him proud. And he completely, you know what I mean? It like completely did a paradigm shift for him at that, you know, at that tender age of however old he was when that thing happened.
Exactly. I mean, you know, like I feel like I was saying, I just recently, like this past weekend, went back to the African American History Museum in DC. If you haven't been, I mean,
epic.
What an experience from top to bottom, like literally from the bottom floor to the top floor. What an experience. Great 10 out of 10 experience. If you haven't been to go, but I was just there, you know, when they got this little thing. They got this little thing about the sit-ins and the bus boycotts and all that stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, these people are brave people, like freedom riders, you know? Like, these people are extremely brave people. Like, there are bombs being blown up. They're being pulled out of their seats and beat up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't people who just, you know, like they sat in the lunchroom seat and it was like fine. No, they were getting beat up on and killed. Like, this is like, like when we talk about our ancestors and the pride of them, you should speak about them with pride. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't just be like oh yeah, they just did it. It wasn't easy to just get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? There were plenty of people who sat on the sidelines.
That's why it hurts when I hear people talk about like not voting. Mm-hmm. I understand like that as a show of solidarity, but it's just like, yo, they fought so hard for that Voting Rights Act. Mm-hmm. Like so many lives were taken to be able to get the right to do that. Mm-hmm. Not to have so many hurdles. Now we still have hurdles. So I'm not going to say we don't, because you know there's definitely voter suppression works that work very, very hard to make sure that the black vote is completely voided. Mm-hmm. But like we got it so much better now in terms of access compared to how just in the not so distant past. Because, you know, everything gets brought up and repurposed with black and white. They had color cameras back then.
Definitely did.
This stuff is not all that far away. We are not that removed from it. And just we are not all that removed from slavery.
Actually,
we are not all that
where she was when King got killed. Actually, remember where she was when King got killed.
Yeah, she knows. we are not all that removed from these things. You know, this nation being 250 years old nearly, it's young relative to other nations.
Definitely.
So let's not, you know, participate in the erasure of the sacrifices that our ancestors made. To Josh's point, because that the difficulty, the sacrifice, you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. And Martin Luther King was only 26 years old when the Montgomery boycott was planned.
See, crazy.
And accomplished. And it eventually led to the Supreme Court deciding December 20th, 1956, that segregated buses were unconstitutional.
And here was something you guys probably didn't know. That boycott wasn't like, I feel like when they talked about it in school and stuff like that, you know, people just assume that it was about a short boycott. It was over a year-long boycott.
Series.
People, like, this was serious courting. Like, they really sacrificed a lot. They planned a lot. You know, they put in a lot of hard work for the things that we just take for granted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, so definitely, like, there's Martin Luther King Day, you know what I'm saying? Thank your ancestor, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
Not your grandpa that don't do shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
or that you don't even know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, stop and just listen and have a conversation with an elder that was there, because it could really help change your mind and think about what you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know me, I'm 25. I couldn't imagine being a leader of such a huge, like, I can't say I couldn't imagine, but like the amount of pressure that would be under my life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just decided, I want to plan this boycott, the amount of heat the rest had to be under if the federal government decided to wage war on me. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop and think about if you were these people, the stress that they're under, the things that they sacrifice, the normalcy of life that men, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have an overall just average normal life. You know what I'm saying? He just decided Martin Luther King could have had that average normal life. He decided to usurp all of that.
Yeah.
And sacrifice for our people.
Yeah.
For my people. So definitely, I appreciate all this.
For
you know
real.
What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go do some community service. Honor his legacy. This Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah. Get your ass up. Book bag drive. You know what I mean? Some kind of drive. Pick up some trash. You know what I mean? Go somewhere and do something. You know what I mean?
Because his legacy isn't meant to be, like Frank says, isn't meant to be co-opted with nonsense movements and just as something to tweet. You know what I'm saying? The FBI sends out the tweet every year. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Man, y'all niggas was the problem. It was y'all. Like, I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theory whether the FBI killed him or not. But it was y'all were an integral part of his downfall.
Yeah, that played a pivotal role, and it's no secret. It's no secret. COINTELPRO was exposed. You know what I mean? Exactly. You can download it from their archives. A lot's going to be redacted. Ask me how I know. I downloaded it, but you know what I mean? It is a reality, and it's just like that's something that should be understood, especially when we think of Supreme Court decisions that happened this, in 2024, 2023, when we saw, the dismantling of Chevron deference, and we hear of, the plans to disproportionately strengthen the executive branch and what's under their purview, which would be the FBI. You know what I mean? How does that play into this future that we're about to walk into in this next administration, where I'm going to pick the entire department?
For sure.
How does that, and
that was something that was kind of, I feel like, addressed in Biden's farewell speech that he just if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I know I need to personally check it out some more. I saw a little bit of things here and there. I need to stop and listen to the full thing. But Frank, anything you thought from that speech that was notable or exceptional?
Yeah. First of all, I would say that, like, this being his first term, there's plenty of there's plenty of fair criticism that gets put on Biden's jacket.
As it should.
And as any president should get, very critical, honest criticism.
Yeah.
Right? Because, at the end of the day, your decision can affect the globe, not just America. Let's be clear. And even if
it does affect just America, that's still millions upon millions of lives that
over 330 million people, man.
Exactly.
So overall, he addressed oligarchy. He addressed, dark money out of politics. He said something about 18-year term limits for the Supreme Court of the United States. We talked about social media giving up on fact-checking. Just basically, it served as a warning of what he feels is to come, addressed some of the accomplishments of the administration, gave Kamala Harris her flowers. You know what I mean?
Which is good because, MAGA has been secretly, not even secretly, publicly throwing a party over a supposed secret beef between the two of them. So I was glad to hear that.
Yeah, and it was solid. You know what I mean? He also brought up the PACT Act, which it affects me directly as a vet. That, and just vets worldwide naturally. That the VA has received over 2 million PACT Act related claims, and has granted toxic exposure benefits to more than 1.1 million veterans and over 11,000 survivors, according to WhiteHouse.gov.
There we go.
So yeah, that's all I have to say about his farewell speech. Not my favorite speech. He's old as fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Sitting here, listening to him talk is like,
yeah. I mean, I appreciate some of the points. Yeah. Definitely even the misinformation one. When they literally 2 seconds before this podcast, I was almost subject to, or almost fell for, I saw a post that said, what was it? Rick Ross was performing at the inaugural ball. Yeah. And I was like, what? I was like, no way. And I told Frank, and then Frank was like, like he said to perform, and I was like, no, like I said, like he performed yesterday. I mean, it must have been last night because here goes a video of him performing. And in the comments, is a bunch of people like, oh yeah, you know, shout out Ross, you know, as usual, those anonymous pages that aren't really really black people, blacks for Trump, you know, all that kind of nonsense, you know. And I was like,
caught you. Forgot to log out your burner account sometime. We know.
We definitely caught more than a couple of them. And then, you know, I was like, you know what? Let me look this up because Frank says the inaugural ball, you know, it didn't even happen yet. Hold on, that is a good point. It does happen after. Now I looked it up. I saw like the first 3 websites I saw said that the video was of him performing. And then I went on his actual page. It was like, nah. Like this wasn't that. Like that was a private event that I did with my dog Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, this just as easily, if I hadn't done my own research of like, you know, Frank, right? You know, like actually, this doesn't make any sense. Let me follow up and let me do, you know,
do your due diligence.
Do my due diligence. Then I would have just believed or absorbed that amount of misinformation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, only going to get more and more
that
convincing.
Easy. In that half a second, I was that willing to just consume and accept the misinformation that was put in front of me. You know, and for everybody listening, you know, it's definitely easy. You know what I'm saying? So
nobody's safe from it. I mean, don't ever think research. That you have reached a point where, you know, your lens and your ability to disseminate information on face value is perfect. Because you mean we all will fall short of it, especially the more and more convincing and like better, and as AI improves it improves itself.
Exactly.
And you know, people are committed to putting misinformation out there, even with people's names that actually walk around.
And we've seen, you know,
like people with a following, etc., that would stir up some stuff.
And like
the social engineering of it all.
Sometimes it doesn't take that much hard work, you know.
Yeah.
Like we've seen, like in pages, like, you know, if you're on Twitter, Ballsack Sports, you know, I know that's
NBA Centel,
NBA Centel. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. All you have to do, everybody knows the real page is NBA Central. All you have to do is look at the letters on the page that say NBA Centel.
Yeah. This is but to the untrained eye.
To an untrained eye, they're just soaking up this information. You know, Ballsack Sports, when it was really popping, they had all kinds of stuff on social. It's insane. Yeah, insane. When they were really popping, bro, they was getting featured on ESPN. It felt like every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So think about how easy that is.
Stephen A's old ass.
Bro, and these are people who are getting paid in millions.
Josh Smith should have helped them out, bro.
Bro, come on, man.
Shout out his nephew, man. That's awesome what they're doing. But we can all fall for it, man.
We can all fall for it, you know. So definitely, make sure with you know different websites, you know, like Facebook, decommitting, like they're like, yo, like we're not committed to fact checking at all.
Yeah,
you know?
Yo, literally, Zuck gave this speech.
This nigga boyfriend, this nigga said Zuck. I was like, you be hanging with this nigga and shit, yo. This nigga said, yeah, you know Zuck, you know Big Z, you know my guy. You know like, you know this nigga. Sorry, go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead. Clear. My
Zuckerberg, like that's a lot, bro. That's a lot of syllables, bro. Anyway, Zuckerberg.
That's like, you can't even give a nigga a nickname nowadays, man.
Damn, you can't even short no shit no more.
My bad.
Nah, you good. But he gave like this whole spiel, basically just saying like, first of all, you are competing with the likes of Elon Musk when it comes to X. You mean you're competing with other social platforms to, you know, for social currency, for people's attention at the end of the day, for advertising mainly, because that's where all the money is. He's been personally caught up in antitrust and selling
information,
data, and you know, blah blah blah. You know, or at least at the very least overseeing the process. Allegedly, all of that was allegedly legal. Anyway, it's troubling when you see no principled activity among billionaires that can control so much of as it pertains to the aspect of people's personal lives.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, seeing that coalition of, hey, we're just going to commit to this misinformation. is it making people like believe stuff and like there's politics in it and like that's being used and there's social engineering campaigns being used on these apps and use of AI generated images and people enveloping their entire lives on these social personas, right? Or what people see and believe with their perceptions of social media will now cause them to, one, get community with other people that believe in harebrained, crazy shit. And then 2, get together. And then 3, do something like shoot up a church or do something like, join one of the 250 white hate groups in the country, right? Like, that are paramilitary. I read quite a profound article that I will link into the show notes, but it was scary because it was this gay white man that infiltrated this space and rised in the ranks, and he was like teaching people how to like basically live in the wilderness and whatnot, and it was just like to see how connected like political
how
figures,
prepared they are,
how prepared, how connected politically, how there's virtually no consequence to this, and then how this could morph into something way more troubling.
Definitely.
Imagine like a green light from a president.
Exactly. No, I feel like exactly like that. Like we've seen. I don't want to dive too much into this particular thing.
Yeah.
But like if you've been on X at all or Twitter at all, you see Elon Musk has been talking a lot about this guy from the UK who got, as Elon put it, 6 months for not 6 months. He got like 6 years in jail for a social media post, and this like child rapist basically got 2 years or something like that. Now, if you look on the surface of that, obviously, sounds insane, Yeah. And I'm speaking, when I talk about this topic, I'm speaking nothing to the person who messed with the child, their sentence. Obviously, I have no forgiveness for that. Throw them under jail, whatever, right?
Right.
Not speaking to them at all. But when you look more into that, all he did was make a social media post. That seems a little wrong, Like, doesn't make any sense. Then you look into it. No, this dude made coordinated attacks against mosque, against people in the UK, Like, he was like, hey, look, we're all meeting up right here, right across the street from this mosque over here. And he said, if anybody who's doing their job gets in the way, I feel sorry for you. We're handling business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's like, if you just, it's like, oh, yeah, well, obviously, yeah, he's going to go in jail because he's inciting violence, inciting riots against a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just wrong. Yeah, you're going to end up in jail.
Hate crimes.
Yeah, you're coordinating hate crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
we could call it what it is. Like, this is an Islamophobic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but if you're just looking at Elon Musk's tweet, you're going, that makes no sense. 6 years in jail for
and
a
how intellectually lazy is that? I cannot stand when people just do like there is seldom any black and white things to think about in society as a whole and how we all intersect together in this world. This must be true, and that's it. That's lazy.
Lazy people not doing the work, and we see it all over, and we're even starting to see it, and whatever's about to happen. I'm not sure whenever you're listening to this, as of January 19th, TikTok will be banned in the USA completely.
Damn.
Just absolutely cooked. So
I know people that
able
like
to get
eat
a buyer.
Off of that, for real.
Yeah,
so that's like it.
Yeah, people who that's their they get paid.
There's businesses on there. You know what I mean? And it's just like Congress could have this. By the way, we're this was the most unproductive Congress in history. Right?
I'm surprised. All they want to do is argue and yell about trans and yell about
but when it
immigrants
came to TikTok,
and yell about
that shit passed so fast,
bro. I hate it.
What?
And anything to help the American people? No. Ban TikTok. Hold up there, Playboy. I got you.
Yes. It was politicians that are on TikTok that said yes.
Bro.
Oh, but then this bill included this too in there. And this and this. Why? Y'all couldn't have met again for that? Color me politically inept.
Definitely.
I'm not in that world.
I'm not in that world, but for me, it doesn't make any sense why y'all can't just pass a bill, something that everybody agrees with, but instead it has to be packaged. Oh no, we're gonna package this up. We're gonna package this up with it. Oh, and that's why I had to vote against it.
Yeah.
Why is that even being packaged together?
Why is this so easy for y'all to just? Because of China.
Because China.
Foreign adversaries. What did the CEO of TikTok say? He's like, Senator, I'm Singaporean. They had them old, disconnected from reality white men asking this man, like, you know what I mean? Come on, Jam.
Come on, man.
Y'all killing me with this shit. I'm fighting for my life.
Don't make no sense.
That don't make no goddamn sense, bro. Oi. Got me speaking like I'm from the UK now.
Oi. Man, UK, man, forget them. We talking about, man.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Nah, I'm not like, Central C. That was the bar. Central C cooked with that one. I will give him
Tell men them that I love them, but I don't speak that way.
I don't love the UK, but shout out Central C.
That's like one place I'd never really want to go.
I never want to go to UK.
Like,
bro,
if we're gonna get paid to do a podcast out there, absolutely.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm like, what? The food sucks. I'm fat. Like, what are we talking about?
Niggas eat cold beans for breakfast. I'm not rocking with y'all. Under no circumstances are we good. We're not. I don't
if somebody from the UK listens to this, please put us on a good eats in the UK.
The only good eats
cook for us,
bro. Only good eats I see.
Fly the show out. Fly Special Cloth Talk out. Please. I challenge y'all.
I challenge you because at this point, only thing I see that's quote unquote good UK food is just Indian food. That's all.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know the official food of the UK is like tikka masala or some shit like that?
You're kidding.
I promise. If you look it up, the official food of the United Kingdom is tikka masala. Like it's some shit like that. It's like how, you know what I'm saying? But definitely not rocking with them at all when it comes to the food. Shout out some of y'all people, but not rocking when it comes to food. Because over here we got American food and American football, so I'll take American football 20 times over 20. Right now we got the playoffs going on. Last week, the Birds beat the Packers. Shout out us, we still going. Upset the Texans. No, not the Texans. Is it the Texans? No, the Texans are AFC, right?
Yes.
Who beat the Vikings?
Not the Broncos.
Not the Broncos. The Broncos lost, right?
They lost.
Somebody beat the Vikings. It was like an upset. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
Was it the Bucks?
Buccaneers.
No. Because the Bucks lost to the. I know the.
It was the Lions.
The Lions?
They beat them 9-31.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. In the playoffs.
Oh wait, I'm tripping.
Playoffs, because that was the last week of the regular season.
The Rams.
The Rams, yeah.
And that's who y'all play this week.
That's who we play this week, yeah. The Rams beat the Vikings. The Commanders beat the Buccaneers. So now the Commanders are going to be playing the Lions. Over in the AFC, Baltimore staying strong. They beat the Steelers. The Bills was punching on. Who were they punching on?
They was punching on the Broncos.
Bills was punching on the Broncos.
Bow.
It was bad.
Not Nate Coochie.
Bro. Yo.
Who said that? Who said that? You said that?
Yo. I don't know who said that, but I was. Yeah, but of course, as usual, I'm still rocking with my Birds. Apparently, it's supposed to snow out here, which would make that game a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
So definitely, I got the Birds. I got the Lions over the Commanders. I got the what's going on in the AFC here? Let me clarify the AFC. I'm pretty sure
we got the Texans versus the Chiefs.
Texans, Chiefs. I got Chiefs.
You know what I mean? We got, like you said, Commanders and Lions. You got the Lions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rams and the Eagles, and then Ravens and the Bills.
Ravens and Bills.
That's going to be the game, too.
Gonna be a good game.
That's the game of this. You know what I mean? I hope. I'm praying for Lamar.
Yeah.
I want to see Lamar go to the chip, man. I want to see it.
I do want to see it be Lamar. I'm not gonna lie.
Get that man to the conference chip, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Ain't nobody want to see that team. Otis.
Nobody want to see that team. They said Derrick Henry was old, washed, but he found a way.
And made a way. Ran through. I mean, it's just when he see Cooper DeJean, man.
Man, stop.
It might be his kryptonite.
That's it. Cooper DeJean, man. That boy is not a safety. Come on, man. Just the corner. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to every team about to do it big this Sunday.
Facts.
It's definitely about to be some good
Damn sure ain't my team.
Your team.
If you're on YouTube, you saw the quotation marks in the air.
I said, your team just fired Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Got him out the paint.
Got him right out there. And we had winning seasons with him as a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just almost like we have an owner that
just fumbling.
Man, just makes crazy decisions all the time.
Jimmy Butler back with Miami.
Yeah.
After a 7-game suspension, it seemed like he's
Is there still big trouble in Little China?
Yeah. Damn. Of course, but I think that's just between him and Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pat Riley going Pat Riley, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that just
like Jerry Jones on Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
Bro, I want to get on the court bad as hell.
For anybody want to hoop, hit up the Special Clothes Talk page.
We're with it, man. Schedule's busy, so we're with it, man. We'll get out there, man.
We'll find a way. Right. Friday about to get into your sleeper. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah. So, this is a Christian rap song. So this was I was just cleaning. You mean, and like the Bodega Boys, they're like really bringing in a good, good energy to Christian rap. They got bars. It's just it's fire. It's creative. And then I'm trying to think of the good brother's name that's like the main rapper on this song.
We got
he's not listed. He's not listed on the thing. I'm gonna put it in the show notes, but that brother can float, man. You gonna hear him, man. God always. G-O-D.
Yo, what you doing? You lost or something? The last thing that you about to hear is some horses pulling up to the back gate.
Would the Lord forgive me if I killed a beat? Would it be a sin if I had did it for the Trinity? Jesus said that we should have affection for our enemies. Then he flipped the tables, think I'm picking up the recipe. I get it, I just drop hot coals on a hater hat. Kindness, and I'll be spineless. Tryna shine a light in Nashville, where you find us. Planted in the middle of the city like the Ryman. Rare life looking like gold, real Leviathan. Multiplied fish, didn't need Poseidon. I don't pop a pill, I need a verse, not a Vicodin. Feeling like Daniel Cormier in a lion's den. Had the dog out Simba, cut the backwoods like they called out timber. Had a hater tell me that the tribe not the best. Man, that's feeling like a stretch, and you not that limber. Everything I love, that's a reach.
Idiot, tribe save lives but kill rappers. Y'all some hypocrites. That's my bad. When I'm with the gang, I get belligerent. I'd rather tame them all up on my taxes. Let's get into it. Sometimes I be wildin'. Demons want to decapitate the kid. Why he smiling? I don't fight king. This could really get violent. Drop a low blow and found out they had a hymen. I'm not really white lie. I'm a wise guy. My tribe gon' be instinct till we bye. Sky high, now they want slice. Better pie ride. Sliding right to my line of sight like niggas side. Who got jokes for God's son? Go see about a life in them kids and drop one. God really killed Christ, so I know I'ma hang too. But if I die early, try platinum, we can't lose.
Tribe on the move, you can't duck the truth. Tribe on the move, you can't duck the truth. Tribe on the move, you can't duck the truth. Tribe on the move, you can't duck the truth.
If I gotta go and get it, I hit it hard like a meteor. Real benefit if I make a scene, and when it seems 23 and me, I put that work in with a weedy dirt before I made a check off of them streaming multi the sinners. 9-5 beats might just break your neck. If you came in with a tribe, you better have come correct. No apologies if you mad that my faith ain't weak. I'm screaming justice for Aisha, cause I read the hadith and the Quran too. Chew these rappers like Ramadan. If we still talking about traditions, I ain't putting no one around. Very bad to go upset that I just dissed this on. Search to demonstrate a point of view, the other shoe is on. Like, ooh, look at what they do. Dropped another album and they added to the crew. Got me cooking up with Tory down in East St. Louis. Keep their head on swivel, know that drop is on the move.
Move out the way when we coming. Got a pops, turn a lot of nothing into something. Calling so they can walk, we real life bugging. The place is sunken. I can still feel the agony. War on drugs in my family, I'm a casualty. Used to make them jump off the porch, stay on balconies. Hip hop, I'm on your side, I ain't the foe, I'm faculty. Ray Charles, I know you see it, but is you feeling it? Black and traumatized, they thought I needed Ritalin. Snakes roaming around, God, I need deliverance. No Harry Potter, but I'm not a fan of Slytherin. TikTok, wow, I mean hip hop raised me. I was at my lowest till the Superman saved me. Honey trees don't provide that much shade.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? That boy called. He said, I feel like the... Oh, my bad, Zeke.
Yeah,
I thought you was reaching, too. I was trying to be quick with it. You know what I mean? Yo, he said, I feel like Daniel Cormier in the Lions Den. I said, damn. And then I was like, who Daniel Cormier? And then I was like, oh, yeah, he do MMA.
MMA.
He feel like Daniel Cormier in there in the octagon.
He feel like
bow,
a
bow,
dog.
bow.
He felt like a dog.
My bad. I'm autistic, guys.
My bad. Honestly, it do be like that. I'm gonna play this Kentucky Love by BFD the Pac-Man and Babyface E.
That's my shit. Light skin.
Light skin, but got a
fat ass. She thinks she J-Lo.
Light skin ass, light skin bushy, fuck. Light skin but got a fat ass, she look like J-Lo. I'll pop you in your top, give you a halo, or I'll make your top pop like a Fago. I really didn't done that at all, I bet they know. Hella stones on my hand in this bitch, I feel like Thanos. And I'm the god of war in my city, I feel like Kratos. I'm really blood, can't name a place I can't go. Make your bitch shake that Laffy Taffy, I feel like Fabo. Bitch, hurry up and get it tooted. I'm about to pull my phone out, we finna shoot a movie. I'm disappointed in my Muslim brother, he did it in his kufi. But who am I to judge? All I know is best. Everywhere I go, I got 30 with me like I know Steph. Really through this bitch lifting pounds, I need a boat flex. My bitch up to roll the 50s on you, that's my whole flex. She amazing, she swallow dick like she ain't got no neck. My next piece gonna be big as fuck, take up the whole chest. Man, let me slow it down. My nigga oversprayed the dog. Somebody grab a towel. This the new edition of the Glock. You better cool it out. Threw a dick on it, had the bitch screaming when I pulled it out. Hit his home with some messy shit. This bitch a move the house. You a failure, my nigga. You can't move a house. I don't check in with no city. I hit it and I move around. This type of smoke choke the shit out you like Draymond. Keep a dub on me, pockets fat as hell like Faison. I'm really just a bull dude. I feel like Trey Tom. I told the bitch keep your ass up and put your face down.
They used to call me Baby E. Now they call me Face now. I don't need a heat. I can knock you with a face towel. Almost took a loss to the courtroom and had a breakdown. I'm changing low name to my mama crib, but it's my bay house. Yeah, my bitch might watch the location. Cameras in and out the house, I can watch from the basement. Baby bottles all around the crib like I'm watching a baby. And the ARP the size of a kindergartner. A fucking nigga wig up like a beginner barber. But lately I've been keeping shit straight like I've been a barber. Niggas tryna catch up, but I'm getting farther. Take the Glock to every play, that's my business partner. I kill for a week straight, bitch, don't get me started. Quit acting buff cause you got some buff, bitch, I'll steal your cardies. The crib on the north side look like a haunted house. In a tree across from where he stay, I'm tryna hunt him out. Furniture ain't cheap, I ain't finna fuck your ass on my couch. Went in the closet, got a blow mattress just to bust her down. OG want me to plain Jane, but I'ma bust it down. This Glocky ain't no plain Jane, this shoot 100 miles. 100 pounds, sell them off for one, bro, that's 100,000. Do that shit 10 times, bro, that's another comma. If this shit ain't pop off, that was my other option. Now my only problem is finding something when I'm going shopping.
Yeah, BFB the Pac-Man don't got a bad song. Got a bitch from Philly, said her number under bad John. Cashed out a band cause she ugly without lash on. My son woke up while I'm mixing Fent, put your mask on. Fuck y'all protect the service. Niggas off his jerkers. Had a spatula when press a burger. Plastic sheet on top of my mattress. She a heavy squirter. Bad dark skin, teeth white, skin look like a Hershey. RP Shorty low, getting money.
Cause I'll fuck around and give somebody. Oh shit, never mind. But anyways, light skin.
Hey, light skin, but got a
fat ass. She thinks she J-Lo. I done it all.
Nah, the study doing that part was kind of hard.
That shit was crazy.
He got it off, but definitely.
Imagine if he did that shit first take. Nah, not me. If he did it first take, I'm impressed. Like really impressed.
For sure. Shout out to y'all still tapped in. Much love.
Tap. You
Peace,
remember
love.
that?
Yeah. Shout out. Rest in peace.
I just stepped on the outro. That's crazy. Off with his head. Peace, love, positivity. Shalom.